It's not quite 10 o'clock yet. I'm going to sit here and wait for like 1 or 2 minutes for people to get into the chat. Hi, if you're already here. So we're not technically started yet. So don't get excited yet. Well, okay, be excited, but I mean, contain yourself. Let me see if I can get into the chat. Sorry for the dinging. My Aunt Carol's messaging me. Who's here? Oh, Zadel's here. And Nikki. All right, hang on, y'all. I'm coming. I can't see. I guess I could if I put my glasses on. Here we go. We could have a glasses live stream. Is it 10 o'clock yet? Are my glasses even clean? Now I can see you guys. Nikki's already excited. See? All right, my Aunt Carol is messaging me. I have to tell her to chill. Okay, my internet doesn't get the hiccups. Mine does too sometimes. Oh, and Joanna's here. Hey. So is it 10 o'clock? Have we started yet? If we keep getting dings, we may have to take a break while I tell Aunt Carol to chill for a second because she's messaging me on Facebook. Is it? Well, it's 10 o'clock. Hello, my name is Michelle from Unicorn and Centaur, and this is the Wednesday night live stream. Yay! I do live streams every week. If you're new here, I do live streams every single week, and they are always equestrian related in some way. And tonight, I just wanted to get caught up on projects that have not been completed, Halloween costumes. If you haven't already had a show with a costume class, then you've got one coming up this weekend or maybe even next weekend. So you've got things to do. You're painting things, you're sewing things, you're hot gluing things, you're cussing at things, you're realizing you need other things. So I thought that's what we would do tonight. So I actually have, now that I've said Halloween, my 2 projects that I picked aren't really Halloween related. On a couple of live streams past, we were covering, I was trying to do, I don't know if any of you were here, but that was when I was trying to cover this saddle pad, this beige saddle pad with this very extra Doctor Who fabric. And like it broke the sewing machine needle and it was too thick. So I'm going to have to hand sew this on and see if this is even worth it. So I have a lot of hand stitching to do. So I thought I could sit here and hand stitch and hang out with you guys in the chat. Another thing I want to do is remember the Gur saddle pad. Yay! I love this, but I never did robot Gur on the other side. There's a stain. Don't worry about that. That's why I use this one, because if I messed it up, then it was no big deal. So I thought about drawing robot Gur on this side. I have a picture that I was looking at for that and paint that. So those are my 2 projects that I could do tonight. And I did not trust that Dark Horse wine from last week because it sits a week in my fridge and it oxidizes or something. It's not cute. So I have a caffeine-free Diet Coke. So there we go. Those are my projects tonight. I guess I should get this over here. I was thinking of adding something else to my paper mache horns that I made last week, but I don't know what else I would add. I would probably just tape this to the bridle, you know, and have more things as a costume, but not necessarily add more to that, unless I wanted to paint them something different. All right, what do I need out of here? What? I'm not even in the chat, and I said I would be. I don't have any plans for horsey costumes. I plan on doing some weird dark sorcerer lady, who has antlers for some reason. I lost motivation because the antlers are too heavy. Aw, I know you're not on Facebook, Joanna, but in the Extra Equestrians group, there is one of our members who's making moose antlers. And she made a wire frame, I think, and then used expanding foam like you get at the hardware store, and then and sculpted that and shaped that. And it's like really lightweight. I have not seen if it's a fail or a success putting it on her horse yet. So we'll see. But excuse me, I was hoping Andrea would show up tonight in the chat so we could talk about that. Paper mache is another option, but again, paper and glue can get pretty heavy. All right. So if I am sewing, I need, I have these little scissors. That's all I need. I don't need the giant scissors. What are you doing, Michelle? I do need some thread though. Boink. Okay. And for Gur, I would just need a pencil and to start with. And I need that picture of Robot Gur that I had. Now I'm thinking Grim Reaper. Ooh, Grim Reaper is fun. That's kind of fun to do on your horse too, especially, what color is your horse? Do you have a darker colored horse that you can paint skeleton on there. By the way, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Okay, hang on. No, I'm coming back. I'm really, really coming back. So for Halloween, the reason I'm not doing a Halloween thing tonight is the Halloween thing that I'm doing for Artax is painting him like a zebra. Now, if you've been subscribed to the channel since last year or longer, you know, last year I painted him like a zebra too, but I did it for a different video with other Halloween costumes. That wasn't my main focus, and I ended up running out of paint partway through so that I can only do a partial job. I didn't do as good a job as I wanted to do. So this year I want to redo for the, to do like a zebra. So tomorrow when I go to the barn, I have an idea for braiding his mane so that it sticks up. And I wanted to make sure I didn't run out of makeup. This is that dollar store makeup that you can get at, well, not dollar store, you can get it at Walmart. It's like 98 cents an ounce. And when I did it last year, I just pooted it out on a palette and got a paintbrush and went to town. So I have paintbrushes, and not only that, but I have, where is it? I have the body paint spray. This stuff, when I do this, Artax panics. That noise, he's like, oh my God. So I'm going to use this to spray the main tufts that I get and then spray the tail. And then I also want to use these. I have 3 containers of this. I want to use this to outline the stripes. And then I'm going to get Liam to help me paint in the stripes, like fill everything in, color in the lines. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that's going to work. But if it all works out, he's going to look like a freaking zebra. And I'm so very excited. But I have like a giant bag of makeup to take to the barn tomorrow. Yay! Yay! So it's not like I'm going to really catch up on my costume tonight. Catching up on my costume is going to be me Googling pictures of zebras for the perfect pattern. That's going to be my Halloween prep. Brittany's here. Are you still doing pirate? Oh, flax and sorrel. Actually, you can still, I painted the skeleton on Weasley last year, who is, I mean, he's a chestnut sorrel, and it showed up pretty nice. So if you're a Grim Reaper and then paint the skeleton on him, it doesn't have to be completely anatomically correct, as long as you have like all the blobs and lines in the right places. I would totally do it. Right? If all goes well, y'all, please don't let it be a fail video that I'm filming tomorrow. I don't want this to be a thing where I've done this before. If you've been here long enough, you've seen it, where I have really great ambitions about something and then everything goes. So everyone, let's cross our fingers so that it all goes well tomorrow. But while we are chatting, I could be working. I think I'm going to do a little bit of the hand stitching first. And honestly, so that I can keep track of my hand stitching tonight, I am going to wear my glasses so that I can watch the chat and watch you guys. So, yeah, and Brittany, I'm sorry I didn't message you back the other day, messaging me about your mare and her hocks, and I'm glad she's doing okay. But that means you need to make her a peg leg for her pirate costume, right? So here we go. This is so loud, y'all. Look at these colors. Can you even? I can't even. Okay, so I'm going to lay this up here. Oh, something else I'm making that I might as well show off now that we're doing this. It's a bookmark. And it's a unicorn. And it's like a little plastic shrinky dink that I made. And the tail is the bookmark part. And there's the little tail on the end with a little bead. So you lay it in a book. Where's my book? Let's do Peace Pilgrim. Peace Pilgrim. So you lay it in your book. And now your little unicorn keeps your place in your book. Yee! Okay. That's me geeking out. I love these. I came up with those and they make me happy. So I think if you're one of my family members and you're watching this, congratulations. That's what you're getting for Christmas. But I think I'm gonna, so I have a bunch of the little charms here, hang on, that I have to put I have to make little unicorn tails for, and I'm going to put them on my Etsy store. Gonna ride her tomorrow. Yes, the vet visit. I know what you mean, Brittany. Zadel, don't know what you're doing for Halloween. Why don't you just like take some centaur selfies and post those up and be a centaur? Although I don't know, these horns were pretty easy to make. What if you were like a weird minotaur kind of a thing? Like make yourself some horns and then some big, like put some fake fur on some jeans, like you've got fuzzy legs, like you're a fawn or a satyr. Okay. Although that would look kind of funny, a satyr riding a horse, if you're doing that. So, and I'm not sure I'm just still babbling, and I don't even have a needle. Hang on, y'all. Choosing the proper needle for the work. Okay. I watched a video on Victorian corsets and Victorian corsetry the other day, and I am now obsessed with Victorian corsets, and I want to make one, and I wonder how it feels riding in one. I wonder what kind of support I would need if I was doing that. But anyway, I am super, super dying to wear that. So anyway, I'm thinking about Victorian outfits now because I just changed jobs. I'm not doing carriage tours anymore. I'm doing walking tours downtown Savannah. So I am wearing like this costume with this. It's not really a real corset. It's more like a stay or a bustier or something. It laces up the front. It's a lace front corset. I'm going to do a basting stitch through here to hold this down where it's supposed to be so that I can take some of these pins out. That's what I'm about to do. So, oh, then I don't need to knot it. I just need to run it through here. So maybe I needed a longer thing for this. What just fell? Did I lose a pin? So, oh shoot, did I just lose it? Why am I like this? Okay. I'm so used to hand sewing with a double strand that's knotted at the end. So when you get to the end, there's a resistance with the needle. So right now I am hand sewing with one strand. So there isn't an end and I have to stop myself. So here I am basting. And all this does is holds the fabric in place while I then stitch around the edges. I can take it over here to the corner. What you need? Yes, I've started. I'm live right now. Why? What's up? No. Liam's here, everyone. And now he's gone. Okay, so now I've just sort of gone around the edge here and I'm coming back to the middle. All right, what is even happening? Hannah's here. Oh, Hannah, what is the costume you're making? I am actually going to paint Artax like a zebra, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I don't have that. I'm finishing a project I started on another live stream, which was covering a saddle pad with this crazy fabric. And so right now I'm just working on hand stitching it. The only other costume thing I would be working on is, I was just saying, I really want to make myself an entire, like, historically accurate Victorian outfit. Basting stitch. Okay. One more. I'm running out of thread here. There we go. So I just sort of did a really fast running stitch through half of it, and I'm going to do it through the other half. Then I can take some of the pins out and go around the edge. So is anybody else working on a Halloween costume tonight? What are you guys working on? Let me know. And it's so crazy how like some of us are like, I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween. This is what my husband does. And Scott, if you're listening, I'm totally calling you out. He will talk about Halloween costumes all year long. I know what I'm doing for Halloween. I should do this thing for Halloween. This is going to be great for Halloween. And he has all these ideas. And then the day of Halloween, an hour before we go trick or treating, I hear him rummaging in his closet. Like he waits until the very, very last minute. That's how he was Han Solo one year, because he had like a cream colored long sleeve shirt and the dark pants, and he had like this vest. And then we found this bag, and I was like, no, it was like this. Anyway, he barely resembled he barely resembled Han Solo. I think Liam was like 3. Liam was Wolverine that year. It was 3 or 4. Anyway. Oh, Halloween memories. Yay. I love Halloween. I'm not sure if we're going to go trick-or-treating this year. Liam is 12, and he's not sure if he wants to go this year. Which makes me kind of sad, because that means last year was the last year and I didn't know it. That makes me sad. It gives me sads. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of trick-or-treating anyway. I just and honestly, y'all, I wear costumes and I'm goofy and Halloween all year long. I just get excited around Halloween because that means everybody else is excited too. Everybody else gets the Halloween spirit this time of year. And I'm like, yay, somebody else is interested. Finally, I can talk about witches and magic and unicorns and ridiculousness. Where did I go? Okay. My basting stitch is taking way too long and just requiring way too much energy. I don't understand. So I'm kind of a Halloween-y person all year long. I wear costumes all the time and costume pieces and crazy outfits. That's just me. Can I even see where I've gone? Oh. I don't know if I'm doing that great a job. Okay, I'm going to take this down to the end to be done, and then I'm going to start stitching the edge. Okay. So... Oh, and Brittany, if you're still here, I don't remember if you said that you had already had your costume class for the show. Oh, goodness. So I don't know if you finished your pirate costume that you and your mare were going to be. I am almost done now, y'all. Okay. Boop, and we're going to let it go like that. What? So now I can take out a couple of these pins that I was using to hold everything in place. Where did they all go? Oh, wait, I need those up there. I need those on the side. Is that it? I only had one in the middle. I suck. Okay. So more of these on pirate costume, skull hair clips, and the head bandana. Okay, make her a pirate ship and you a pirate. Oh, yeah, cardboard. You could put cardboard around her to be a boat. That's pretty involved, but you honestly could do that. And it would only take some cardboard and some paint and some duct tape, I think. Dorm mates are going trick-or-treating wearing costumes to class. I remember college and wearing costumes to class and wearing costumes all week. Yes, I should. We should still go. You're right. I'm going to make him. We're going to go and we're going to have fun. You heard me. I'm going to turn this Halloween around. All right. Brittany, for the pirate costume, yes. They do have for people at Walmart fairly inexpensive pirate costumes that you can get, so you can have the whole get up yourself. But for her, do you have a black saddle pad? Because if you cut out a skull shape, like a skull and crossbones, then you can stitch it onto your saddle pad, just like I'm stitching this fabric right now. But then your black saddle pad becomes a Jolly Roger pirate flag. So that is what I did that's what Sunny and Artex have for their pirate costume. They have the saddle pad, the pirate flag saddle pad. All right, now I need to get to stitching the outside, which I will do a double strand for that double strand. Yes, get your nephews to help you make the boat, Brittany. See, now you're on board. It would probably be much more time. Why can't I thread this needle? It would probably be much more time consuming than you think, but how cute it would be. Even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you want it, it will still be adorable. You know, that's one of those, if you're trying to make an actual pirate ship, that's one of those you're going to get E for effort, you know? Somebody's going to be like, all right, even if you didn't totally pull it off, nice job. All right, tying my knot here in the middle. I think that's a fantastic job, or a fantastic idea. Okay, hang on, wait. So don't celebrate Halloween anymore. Super excited for Christmas. We'll get to that, Hannah. Settle down. We've got the rest of October to get through. But yes, I have plans. Don't you worry. I have plans for the holidays this year. So yes. Stick with me. Stick with us. You're going to make it through the Halloween stuff, Hannah. Downtown Beaufort Carriage Ghost Tour. Nice. Oh, you get to see the carriage horses crossing the street. Oh, the babies. I know, and I'm not doing the carriage tours anymore. And honestly, I miss the ponies, but I was getting a lot of anxiety on my shifts, and it was affecting me in very negative ways. And the walking tours don't seem to have that kind of effect on me right now. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna talk to my therapist about it. But until then, I have just taken taken a back seat. Ruby's here. Hey. Brittany, Maris 15.2. 15.1 need a size of a boat to fit my mare. I don't know, but use a lot of cardboard. If you can't find any free big cardboard boxes or get anyone to give them to you, they do sell them like at Walmart, giant packing boxes. I bet if you taped those together, that would work. So I am stitching together this thing. I'm going to sit here and put some fabric on my. Oh my God, I started basting it already I just discovered where I started basting it around the edge. I'm precious. Look at me. Aww. And here's where I stopped over here. Y'all, oh, I see, because it's like, there's like a big area right here. Why am I like that? Why did I cut it like that? It's because I don't measure right. I just kind of eyeball things, and sometimes it means there's like a little hole in something, or something's like doesn't fit quite right. I'm like, oh, this is why people measure stuff and get really anal retentive about things. This is why. Y'all. Okay. So then I'm just going to go for it now that I found my old basting stitch, and I'm realizing how ridiculous I truly am. I love the pirate ship idea. I bet you could find some boxes for free. All right. My hand stitching here does not have to look cute. I think I'm just going to whip stitch this on, because the trim, I'm going to add a strip of black ribbon around the edge of it. And that is going to mask any of the stitching. So I really just have to kind of whip stitch this thing on here. It doesn't have to be pretty. It has to be pretty when I put the ribbon on it. But until then, we don't even care. We don't care. Do we care? No. Forgot to tell Tom to give him gas money. Oh. Don't celebrate Halloween. Not everyone celebrates all the holidays. You know, Halloween has always been my favorite, because I like to dress up in the candy and everything. And I've honestly never been much of a Christmas person, even when I was little. Not that I don't I don't know. I like the idea of it. Peace on earth, goodwill toward men, and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I guess I get tired of all the red and green. Red and green are just like not that color. Kelly green and red are not my colors. So like the color palette of Christmas irritates me. And it's like we get it from like after Halloween all the way through the new year. So it's like the whole last 2 months of the year, everything is like red and green. So when people have alternative color palettes for Christmas things, I love it so much. Like when people have blue and silver trees, or, cranberry and hunter green and gold. I'm like, yes. But I just get irritated with most like brightly colored commercial Christmas stuff. And I'm just not into Christmas carols either. So it's just not my thing. But again, we are going to do a whole lot of stuff for the holidays. We'll do Christmas, and we'll do Hanukkah, and we'll do the winter solstice, and we'll do American Thanksgiving. Canadians already had Thanksgiving, so, they can just sit back and relax. Red, gold, and white. Yeah, that's not bad. I guess I don't like that primary red color and that Kelly green color. Those, primary color paint kind of things. Do you know what I mean? Like this color red, and then I don't know, just the red and green, just totally obnoxious together. It hurts my eyes. It's not, my friend. All right, now this is going up a little bit, but I do love Halloween, and I've always been attracted more to the magic and the witches and the spooky and darker humor and things like that. That's more my jam. Right, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I guess that's a good Christmas movie. Y'all, wait, that reminds me. I was trying to think. Okay, y'all in the chat right now. My equestrian film review that I do, I want to do another one coming up, but since the holidays are coming up, I was trying to think of a holiday movie, not a horse movie, but any kind of holiday movie that has horses in it. Is there a Christmas movie that has horses in it? A Western, a Christmas Western, a rom-com. I mean, it wouldn't be fantasy. I'm trying to think, because I would love to review a Christmas movie that just has some random horses in it or whatever. I can't think of anything right now. I guess because I'm not really a big fan of Christmas movies, so I don't watch a lot of them. So all y'all Christmas fans, you got to rack your brains for Christmas movies that have horses in them, and maybe I can watch it and do an equestrian film review of that. So your boyfriend lives in Canada, and I was offended he didn't talk to me 2 days ago. Oh, yes. Yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving happens when it actually makes sense, which is like earlier in the harvest season. If it's really a harvest celebration, it probably happened, the original Thanksgiving probably really happened a whole lot earlier in the year. Oh, pink and purple saddle pad. You could paint it. Fabric paint will work just fine. Actually, what do you have? Pink and purple saddle pad. What if you painted the whole saddle pad black, or at least the part that shows from under the saddle, like paint the outer edge of it black, except for a skull and crossbones shape. Like leave that negative space so it's pink or purple right there in the middle. So you could be like a pink pirate. They have some really cute accessories and stuff at Party City, Brittany. If you go down like right by the mall. We went in there, and Party City, I feel like, has better stuff than Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween has like taken a nosedive since last year. I don't know what happened to it. But I feel like Walmart and Dollar Store doesn't have as much as they did last year either. But Walmart and Party City are the places to go here in Savannah for your stuff. But you can find pirate stuff there. And maybe you'll find some accessories that you can add to your bridle, like, piratey things to hang off your reins or your saddle or whatever. I feel like you should be the parrot. Like, I still think you should dress up as a parrot and have your mare be the pirate. So you're the pirate on her shoulder, or you're the parrot on her shoulder. Maybe I'll do that next year. Maybe Sunny can be the pirate, and I'll dress up as the parrot on his shoulder. Okay, we are making progress here. Making progress. I kind of like hand sewing. It's kind of relaxing to me. Unless I get on a project that's like really, really frustrating. Either it's a slippery fabric that's hard to stay in line, or you know, it's hard to get the needle through, or whatever. Okay. So, and I don't know for this year, actually, I don't think I have any of my old witch costumes anymore. Of course, I still have hats. Like, my thing is, I can just wear, you know, I can wear my everyday black clothes and then just put the hat on. So I do technically have a witch costume. Um, but I don't have anything like cutesy, or, you know, I don't have anything with a tutu, or, excuse me, whatever. I also have, I'm now burping up this soda. Y'all know I normally drink a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I don't know if y'all know this, but I gave up caffeine about almost a month ago. I have not had a Diet Dr. Pepper in a month. And yeah, it's crazy. When we were in the store today, I was like, this is the first time I've had soda in a while. So I was like, okay, I need a sugar-free, caffeine-free soda that I can have, because I'm craving that. I haven't had it in a while and I'm craving a soda. So we're in the store and I'm looking and we're passing the Diet Dr. Peppers and I'm like, I love you, babies. So, yeah, a little bit weird, but I am no longer caffeinated. I'm not even doing caffeinated coffee in the morning anymore. So yeah, I have 2 cups of decaf coffee in the morning. That's my life. And the rest of the day, water. I know it sounds crazy to me too. Horse has a new color. Love this one, Saddle Pad. I haven't checked them out lately. Tried the Sutter Home wine. The Sutter Home is not that bad. Sutter Home depends on the kind you get. Like, there's a couple of their varieties that are absolute garbage, but then there's 1 or 2 that are like, oh, okay, I could feed that to my family with guests if they come over. I'm going back to my oak leaf though, because I tried the Dark Horse for a little while, and it tastes better at first, but it does not age well in the fridge, like, at all. Okay, am I doing this right? So yeah, it tastes really gross. Like, after just a week in the fridge, it should not be like that. Whereas the oak leaf, it tastes the same the next week. It doesn't taste as good as the Dark Horse on the first time you open it, but a week later, it's way better. And I mean, okay, real talk. There was a time in my life where I could put away a bottle of wine by myself in a sitting, but I'm not there anymore, y'all. I'm just not. Not that I'm bragging or anything to y'all youngins in the live stream. That's totally not something you should do. But let's just say I have been there. Let's just say. All right, I feel like I need to finish this off for a second. So yeah, 1 or to 1.5 glasses of wine is about how lit I get lately. Although one of the tours I'm going to be doing as a walking tour guide now is a pub crawl, which is where we go from. There are 4 different bars that we go to here in Savannah, and then everybody gets a drink, and then we go outside and we tell the ghost stories about the place. And I am allowed to drink. Now, I don't want to get lit because number 1, I still have to drive home, and number 2, I still have to give a tour. So if I get absolutely off my face, then I can't function. But I mean, I might have a beer or something as I'm doing that. I don't get tipsy off beer. There's just not enough beer. I don't know why. Beer is like the soda of alcohol for me. It's just like, you could just drink it. Anyway. Look at Miss Michelle staying responsible. I'm trying to be a good example for y'all. Actually, okay, here we go. Glasses coming off. Y'all, a month ago is when I kicked my sort of like self-care up big time. Because some of you know I have anxiety and I have depression, and I've struggled with that this year a lot. And so one of the big things I did a month ago was I got on a regular sleep schedule and I cut out caffeine and junk food. Like, here's what I was drinking 2 to 3 cups, actually 3 cups, sometimes 4 cups of coffee full caffeinated coffee every morning. And then about noon, when all the coffee was gone, I would start drinking Diet Dr. Peppers, and I would have 2 to 4, even 5 of those a day, cans of them. Excuse me. And then I would not be able to fall asleep until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then get up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I wasn't getting any sleep. I was getting 2 to 5 hours of sleep a night and just caffeinated all day long. I'm surprised. My kidneys probably look like raisins by now. So I cut that stuff out. I have a regular sleep schedule. Oh, and I was like going to the dollar store and buying, Mrs. Freshley's honey buns and then eating the entire box. And that was my lunch. So, so cut out all the sugar. So I'm no longer having sugar crashes, cut out all the caffeine, and now getting an adequate amount of sleep every day. And I can't tell y'all how my anxiety levels have gone down to an actual manageable level. It has been insane. So that's what I was also telling myself when I was in, the store today. And I'm like, maybe I could have one Diet Dr. Pepper. Actually, I did. I think I have had caffeine once. I met someone at a coffee shop and I got decaf coffee. But an hour after drinking this coffee, I was like, I'm vibrating and my brain's going 100 miles an hour and I can't stop talking. I don't know if that was fully decaf coffee, I have to say. Wish I could cut out junk food. That's hard. It's hard. Because actual food that's good for you takes time to prepare, and I don't have time to prepare food, nor do I want to. I want servants. I wish I was rich enough for servants. I want food to magically appear in front of me whenever I'm hungry. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't really care about cooking. I have other things to do. Look, I'm busy. I don't have time to make food. I don't have time to stop my serious task of hand sewing or painting or knitting or editing a video or writing a script to make food. How boring. So yeah, but I do like food. So that's how I tend to end up going for things like a box of Mrs. Freshley's honey buns instead of actually making myself a decent meal. Because making myself a decent meal takes, I have to let go of what I'm doing and go focus on that. And then, of course, after I make it, there's a mess to clean up, and I don't want to deal with any of that. It's easier to just eat a box of junk. It's easier. But I have been making myself do it. Liam's been really helping me out too. He's really focused on eating better, and he doesn't shame me at all. He's not like, should you have that? He doesn't pull any of that crap, He's just like, hey, let's eat those vegetables. Or like, hey, will you help me make some whatever in here? Like, hey, can we make the broccoli? Will you help me? And I'm like, sure, let's get in there. Of course, how can I say no to my kid when he's like, hey, let's make broccoli together? Okay. So he's been really great about that. But again, not being ugly at all. Because, if you have ever tried to eat healthy and you tell some of your family members, sometimes they get to be like, is that on your food list? Are you supposed to be eating that? And I'm like, okay, back off. So, yeah. So I am amazed at how much more energy I have and how much more clearly I think. And yeah. So, and despite being awake fewer hours, I'm getting more stuff done. So there you go. There you go, kids. So I was probably consuming quite dangerous levels of caffeine. Please do not aspire to be like me. I mean, not in that way. You can aspire to be extra, but not extra in a caffeine addict kind of way. Just no. I am working my way around this thing. I'd still want to use my servants to fetch me the hot Cheetos. Joanna. Yes. Jeeves, fetch me the Twinkies. Jeeves, I desire a Boston cream pie honey bun. I don't know why my servant's named Jeeves. I don't know if I would actually want a servant. That would feel weird to have someone waiting on me. I don't know, unless it was just a house cleaner, because I could really use a house cleaner. Right. And maybe not someone who was the help, but a personal chef. Come make me some food. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have that kind of money. That's not. I have to do. I have to do all that stuff for myself. I have to make myself food. I have to clean up after myself. I know. Bless my heart. I have it so rough. Uh, so I'm always kind of sad when Halloween ends. I know for all y'all Christmas people, you probably don't understand. For me, when Halloween's over, it's like after New Year's for y'all. When you're like, oh, now we got to wait a whole other. Now we got to do those countdown memes where it's like, oh, 355 days until Christmas, with the picture of Will Ferrell as Elf or whatever the memes are, Christmas memes. I hide people on Facebook who post too many of those Christmas like things. If you post too much Christmas stuff, I hide you during December. Like during election years, I hide people who post politics in election years. Sometimes during sports seasons, I will hide people who post too much like of their sports stuff. If you're a horse person and you're on my Facebook friend list though, and all you post is horses, you're still in my feed. I still see you all the time. Those are the people I keep. The people who post pictures of their kids and their animals and their food. I'm here for those. And funny memes. I'm always here for funny memes. And cool posts. Like that's what we try to share in the Extra Equestrians group. Cool internet finds. All right, I have rounded the corner on this literally. It's still looking good. I'm enjoying myself. No one's mad. Okay, but I do need to lay it out and see where we're going. All right, I need you to get out of the way. You're not here right now. Go there. And glasses. I don't know what you're doing. Please be over there. Okay. It might bubble up a little bit here in the middle, but if I quilt that down pretty good, I think I'll be all right. This is loud fabric, y'all. These lights are bright. I am getting new lights. I don't know if they'll be here for the next live stream. They'll be here for the Halloween live stream, though. But I ordered some new lights, and I'm super excited about it. Lost 40 pounds in the back and lost motivation. Oh, yeah, that's happened to me. Like a couple of years ago, I was running marathons and doing all sorts of things. And then I blew out my knees at Taekwondo and gained weight. And then the stress this past year from going to Texas and back. Been struggling. Turn your zebra into a witch horse zebra and be a rare combination. Ooh, a witch riding a zebra. That is unusual. I don't think I've seen that before. All I post is horses and possibly climate change, environment, race. See, causes that you're passionate about, that's fine. Because I'm not one of those people that sees environmental causes or activist causes necessarily as political. Those are personal. Those are your moral convictions, you know? So when people are, very passionate about something that I'm also passionate about, I tend to keep them in my feed here so I can be like, yeah, right on, get it. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I was wondering what time it is. It's about time for me to ask 45 minutes into the live stream. I can't believe this is it always takes me a lot longer to do stuff than I think it's gonna. People on Etsy who complain about prices obviously have no idea how long it takes to actually make stuff by hand. It's insane. I had a girl message me on Etsy the other day asking if I could make a unicorn horn for her, and like for the next weekend for $20. And I was like, oh, like first of all, I think my supplies cost about that, and it takes me more than a week to make them, so I couldn't do it for her, and I felt bad. But I don't know. Like for $20, I'm not sure what you're gonna get if that's your budget. If that's your budget, fair enough. I get that. I don't have $100 to spend on some of these crazy unicorn horns I see on Etsy. People's handmade stuff. And again, not that it's not worth it. It took those people that long to make it. I just don't have it in my budget. And I can't be mad about that. I can't be mad about things that are out of my budget. Unless they're like price gouging people. Okay. Right. I kind of wish I do had y'all. I did a video back at the New Year last year, like New Year's Eve or something like that, and it was my my New Year's resolutions for this year. And at that time, I was in a much different place. Like I thought I was going to be living in Texas by now. I thought everything was going to be taking off there, and so I had much different plans for what I thought my life was going to be like this year, and it did not turn out like that. So one of the goals I had for myself was to do a really elaborate cosplay, and I either wanted to do Wonder Woman, obviously. I was going to be fat middle-aged Wonder Woman riding on one of my horses and make armor for the horse too. So like make armor for myself and my horse, or to be Xena, warrior princess. Because I just thought that'd be cool. Anyway, and just do the full thing, just like head to toe and go for it. Because I assumed I would have time for that this year, but honestly, I have not. So my budget's been in the toilet, and I spent like 20 something dollars on stupid Halloween makeup. So hopefully the zebra thing looks good. If not, I wasted money. Like I can get a lot of groceries for $30. I know how. All right. I am working on this. So, oh my gosh, one of the pins just poked me in the hootie dootie down here. I have some straight pins down here, and one of them just boink. Obviously, it's not bad, or I would be screaming, but it gave me a moment of yikes. If y'all hear that in the background, I think Liam and Scott are in the other room watching Community. Okay. I say okay and all right a lot. It annoys me, and then I can't stop. I don't know. All right. And then I said, all right again. I'm almost at the end of this thread right here. So I'm going to end this thread. And then I think I might even start another, even though we're almost at the end of the live stream. Y'all, I know this hasn't been the most exciting live stream, but I'm thinking of doing something different for all the live streams in November. But having different kind of crafting live streams, like making sure I have one crafting live stream that is a tutorial where we're actually learning a skill and I am demonstrating how to do it on camera. Another kind of the live stream is going to be trying something new where I attempt something I've heard about or somebody wants to know about and I've never done it before. So those are always entertaining because they usually end up big fails. And I want to have a giveaway on the crafting live streams every month. So I think, we're going to have a giveaway. Oh, by the way, hey, all the people who are here in the chat, all 4 or 5 of you or whatever, there is a bonus live stream this month, the 5th live stream, which happens the day before Halloween. And so we're going to do a mukbang and a giveaway and an AMA, like all rolled into one. Adriana's going to be here. Liam wants to join us because Halloween treats. And so we're going to eat some Halloween treats, just like we did last year. We had one of these last year. Excuse me. But the giveaway part is to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. The channel just reached 1,000 subscribers. So I want to celebrate that by having a giveaway and having an AMA, which is Ask Me Anything. So if you tune into, not next week is going to be Tech Chat, and then the week after that will be the Halloween. We will be eating Halloween treats and we'll be answering questions in the live chat. And then we're going to have a giveaway at the very end. And to see what's in the giveaway, stay tuned. But anyway, that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. So that'll be the first giveaway. And then I'm going to do another giveaway in November, probably right before Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving. So at the end of the month. And then in December, doing a giveaway, maybe like right before the holidays, that kind of thing. So I want a monthly giveaway to be a part of the live streaming. I just think they're fun. They get people excited. And then I get to give people things, which feels good. I need them good feelings. I'm hoping this turns out cute because I really want it to be cute and I want to wear it on my pony. See, this is why these pictures haven't shown up really on, why you haven't seen any pictures on Instagram of me riding in these amazing saddle pads that I made, because I never finished them. And I keep telling myself I'm going to finish it and then I'm going to take it out there. But then I never finish it because there's always something else to do. Anyway, there is always something else to do. Okay. What happened here? Why is this like this? Uh-oh, hang on, y'all. I'm having a problem. Oh, it's a thread from my basting stitch that got caught up in them. Never mind. It's all good. Everything, crisis averted. Right, mukbang. Watch the Asian seafood mukbang. I need to do another one with Artax. We did a Taco Bell mukbang with Artax, and it was so fun. That was before I really knew anything about, that was last year. At some point, me and Liam did that. And Artax was so cute trying to get to the stuff. There was so much from Taco Bell he didn't like. Like, he loved the nacho chips, but he didn't like the cheese sauce. So if we gave him a chip with cheese sauce on it, he'd be like, But yeah, there was plenty of stuff he didn't like. And then there was some stuff he did. And we didn't let him have too much because that kind of food is not good for horses. It was mostly about his reaction to everything. But we should do another one of those with him. So it was a unicorn mukbang. And that would be fun. But for Halloween, we're just going to do it here in my studio. We're going to gather around, eat some Halloween treats, answer some questions from people, and give away. I'm not sure how the giveaway is going to work. Maybe we'll just draw names from a hat. Everyone who asks a question. There we go. I figured it out. We'll ask everyone who asks a question. We'll have their name entered, and then we'll draw a name randomly from a hat at the end, from the witch's hat at the end. That's how we did the fabric giveaway. We put everybody from the chat who wanted to be involved, and then we took names down. So we can do that. Everyone who asks a question gets entered in the giveaway. I'm so glad I figured all this out. I'm excited. I'm working my way around this thing. But this stinks that I could not use my sewing machine on this, because I would already be done with this stupid thing if I could have it on the sewing machine and go real slowly around the edges. But there were just too many layers. This pad is a Centaur brand pad, and it is super heavy duty and thick and like me. And it just, my little cheap, Singer sewing machine was like, no. This is not going to go the way you planned. So after I get this stitched on, I have to sort of quilt the middle a little bit, or just do a couple of seams through it so that the fabric itself doesn't bunch and move around. And then I cut out a piece and do the other side. So this is going to take forever. I probably should have tried to do Gur, my robot Gur. Okay, another confession. I was kind of intimidated to do the Gur saddle pad because Gur, if you don't know Invader Zim, Gur is the name of the character. Because I really like the way it came out, and I'm afraid I can't duplicate that on the other side. I'm afraid my robot Gur is going to come out stupid looking and ugly. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. So I've been dragging my feet on it because you can't fail if you don't try. Remember that, kids. Write that one down. Crazy how Michelle says, you can't fail if you don't try. It's a terrible way to go through life. Don't do that, kids. Again, do what I say, not what I do. Unless what I do is awesome, and then you can do that. Okay. Hang on a second. Taco Bell mukbang, yes. Go join next time. I know, right? Actually, it was fun. Liam and I went through the drive-thru at Taco Bell and just pretty much got 2 bags full of everything that we always want to get at Taco Bell, but we don't because we're not human pigs. So we got like the big nachos Bel Grande, and we got some extra chips and cheese, and we got some burritos. We got those little cinnamon ball, like Cinnabon things, and we got the cinnamon twists, and oh my God, there were all kinds of, got tacos, soft tacos with the potato soft tacos and stuff. We got so much stuff. And then we'd give Artax little teeny pieces. We'd let him sniff around, and he's so sweet. This is what we couldn't use Sonny, because Sonny would have knocked us over, and just pushing and trying to not be a butthole, but being a butthole and kind of being pushy. But Artax will very politely just sit there and be adorable until you give him something. So ours in the Bluff, it's getting low. Gotta go. My girlfriend says she has excess chicken nuggets. Girl, get the nuggets. It's so good to have you in the chat again, Joanna. Oh, Zadel, I was always told that you automatically fail until you try. That is actually a better way to look at it. I was being ridiculous, obviously. Hopefully you knew that I was joking. Terrible Advice, starring Michelle. Okay, I can't believe I've been through 3 of these needle and thread things already. It's probably about time to be done with this. I hope if you are watching the live stream, I hope you got something done tonight. I actually made some headway on this, and I don't know if I'm going to continue working on it tonight or let it rest another day and maybe do it tomorrow. I can work on it tomorrow afternoon after I get back from painting my horse like a zebra. So here we go. You can't really even see anything that I've done because it's all like really little and on the edges here. Yes. I'm glad you knew I was kidding. All right. Well, we've lost Joanna to the Nuggets. Brittany and Zadel, thank you guys for being here, and everybody else who was in the chat tonight. And even you, if you were lurking and you didn't join us in the chat and you were just sitting there hanging out with me, or if you are making something, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you will join me next week for the TAC Chat with Adriana, where we have, it's a very special TAC Chat in a weird way. I don't want to do any spoilers. There's a lot coming up for the live stream, so that's all I'm going to say. So join me next week. Excuse me. Oh, and Ruby's still here. I love you, Ruby. Thank you for being here with me. That means a lot to me. It really does. All right. I'm going to cry, y'all. My friends are going to make me cry. I got to go. And I thank everybody for showing up to the live stream, and I will see you guys on Instagram and in the Extra Equestrians group, and next week in the next live stream. There you go. Yay.